There's a lot more thinking involved. There's no just going out and playing the game of baseball.
Here's one way Major League Baseball players are just like the rest of us. Their jobs are rapidly changing, adapting to the information age. It's already having a dramatic impact on the field and on the scoreboard. Tonight, I'll take you inside the company leading this revolution as the old ball game morphs into something more like data baseball. For more than a century, baseball barely evolved. The wooden bat, the leather glove, the ball, all the same. It is a game that's always been defined by the numbers, with scouts in the stands, tracking hits and pitches, compiling stats on just about every aspect of the game. That hasn't changed, but the use of those stats has, and it's completely changing the look of the game.
Fly ball, shallow left.
Take this phenomenal diving catch.
Did he catch it? Yes!
Dramatic, sure.
By Hayward to end the game.
But check out the value add. New cameras installed in stadiums this year help process statistics in milliseconds. Everything from the ball's path to the fielder's big sprint.
Completely laid out right off the top of the turf.
It's all generated by Major League Baseball Advanced Media, a division of the league that focuses solely on technology. And it's certainly changing the viewing experience on TV and online.
Made the catch and the ball game is over!
But behind the scenes, those numbers are being broken down, analyzed. The end result? An entirely different approach to the way games are played on the field. You'll never guess just where those numbers are being crunched. It's right here, small town America, far from any professional stadium, actually inside an old movie theater at a company called Baseball Info Solutions. So this is where all the magic happens then?
Absolutely. We have our R&D department and our IT department up here.
This is an exclusive look inside a company that is almost single-handedly driving most of the tactical changes in baseball. The use of analytics is a very secretive science. Every major league team does it, but none of them will tell you exactly how, not wanting to give their opponents an edge.
And this is a bigger room.
Even here, Ben Jedlovich won't give us exact details on who their clients are. But we do know that Baseball Info Solutions is working with 21 of the 30 teams in the majors.
This is where the guys are going through all of the major league games multiple times, multiple passes, and collecting all the information, recording it in our custom software, and then it gets transferred to our database where it ends up going out to our customers.
It's watching a lot of TV.
You can hear a pin drop in this room as games are dissected meticulously by dozens and dozens of video scouts, carefully scrutinizing and analyzing baseball's every move. If any of this sounds familiar, well, maybe you saw the movie Moneyball.
I'm projecting that we need to win at least 99 games in order to make it to the postseason.
Brad Pitt plays Billy Beane, the Oakland A's general manager who pioneered the use of analytics.
145 runs.
This is the new direction of the Oakland A's. We are card counters at the blackjack table, and we're going to turn the odds on the casino.
That was the beginning.
I don't see it.
In 2002, when Billy Beane built a winning team out of a group of washed-up players using just a single stat, on-base percentage.
That's what we're looking for. He can't throw and he can't field, but what can he do?
Oh, boy.
Guys, check your reports or I'm going to point at people.
He gets on base.
He can get on base.
So he walks a lot.
He gets on base a lot. Rocco, do I care if it's a walk or a hit?
Well, analytics have gone way beyond that now.
Basically, we have a thing that enters a batted ball timer. So we time it from when the ball leaves the bat to where it's picked up by a fielder. Got to do it a couple times, usually. You know, doing it 8 hours a day, it does it becomes work after a little while.
For more than 2,400 games a season, every hit is measured, direction, distance, generating detailed profiles on each player by learning patterns.
And we look for defensive shifts on every play. This is like nowhere near the traditional baseball setup. These guys are well out of position. I mean,
the single biggest difference is called the defensive shift, a strategy that's fundamentally changed which player is where during games.
But who's who here?
Guys. Yeah, that's my point.
That guy's first base.
He's definitely the first baseman.
But who could he be?
He could be the third baseman, second baseman, or shortstop.
He could be the third baseman.
Yes.
So what that's saying is this batter never shoots it out that way.
Yeah.
Take David Ortiz, a massive hitter.
There's a long, deep
Go a
drive.
long way. 3-1.
The pattern says he nearly always hits to right field, almost the same spot. So watch as the players position themselves on the right. The second baseman nowhere near second base, yet he's perfectly placed for an easy
Ryan
catch.
Goins was out in right field. He calls for it. 2 down. Let's check in with James.
Does this kind of stuff win games?
Oh, absolutely. Shifts make a ton of difference. In fact, last season, we estimate that the leading shifting teams like the Rays and the Brewers, saved between 10 and 15 runs just by shifting. And over the course of a season, we would estimate that could lead to 1 or 2 wins.
The defensive shift really began to take off in 2010. Teams then shifted about 2,400 times during the season. By 2012, they'd nearly doubled to 4,500 shifts. Last year, the total jumped to 8,100, and they've surpassed that already this season, on track now to reach 13,000 shifts. Toronto's Blue Jays have embraced the data-induced big shift and are winning a lot of games because of it.
6, yes, because I want to, because if I want to take 8, I take 8.
Just this means the mount. So if I go like this, you're going to be playing right behind the mount.
Infield coach Luis Rivera uses specialized analytics on every opponent's hit tendencies, telling him exactly where to position his players to make an easy catch.
This way is straight. You play anybody straight. Pull hitter, then I go like this. It's a pull hitter.
Every time a new batter steps up to the plate, the fielders keep a close eye on Rivera's hand signals.
I sitting in the dugout and they look at me during the game. They know that, before every hitter they look at me, and with 2 strikes they also looking at me. So if they're not looking at me, then I learn how to whistle. That's very important. We just go by percentage, and it's very accurate. It's very good. It took us a little while to everybody. For me, for the players, because they were used to play in a position. It's a little different because the way we used to play before. But it's very good and very important to know that the technology is changing and we got to get on or out.
Just ask second baseman Steve Tolleson about that.
You know, you've trained your whole life. When you're at second base, the ball to your left, you can advance to third. Well, not only now do you have to know exactly where every infielder is playing, but that has to be in the back of your mind that just because you've learned something one way your whole career, these defensive metrics and shifts change it, just from defensive alignments to thoughts that are going through hitters' heads while they're up at the plate. I think it's definitely changed the game a lot. There's a lot more thinking involved. There's no just going out and playing the game of baseball.
Soon it won't just be the majors.
So you got another floor.
Back at Baseball Info Solutions, a whole floor has been renovated to start focusing on minor league baseball.
Oh yeah, this is a big room.
This is where we track all of our minor league information. Obviously a lot of minor league games, and now that we've been tracking a lot of major league information, there's also the similar information we can track at the minor league level that our customers are interested in. So we're recording a lot of
Specifically, those customers are major league teams looking for new ways to gain an advantage while scouting players. The numbers generated down here can be vital when it comes to spotting a future all-star. Just another way Baseball Info Solutions is putting its stamp on the game.
You can draw a line between the work you're doing in this former movie theater to the shifts that you see in a stadium?
Absolutely, and that just is taking the data that we're collecting and learning what it's telling us. And we like to think that, you know, working with teams in all of our efforts over the years is helping change the game for the better and make it more fun.
Better and fun for some, but these video scouts still have a long night ahead of them. With 15 night games on the calendar, the data collection never stops. Try selling those numbers here in the Bronx, where the game is religion.
All lines are open. Step down.
Home to its most celebrated cathedral, Yankee Stadium. The fans are not buying the changes.
I don't like the way the game looks anymore. I mean, I played ball in college, and we never had any of that stuff. You get up and bat, you hit the ball, all right? And it really bothers me that these major leaguers can't hit the ball to the opposite field.
Shift. Not happy with the shift either. I watch the Yankees shifting all the time, now more than other teams. I don't think it's comfortable for them. I see Jeter at third base sometimes in this shift. It's not for me.
It doesn't thrill me. It seems to take away from the game. It gives it an analytical or a scientific that shouldn't be.
Well, if you don't like it, go across the street. Go to Little League, the game in its purest form. This field sits in the shadow of the new Yankee Stadium. It's the same grass where legends like Mickey Mantle once played. Here, you won't find any shifts, any stats, or analytics, just good old-fashioned baseball.
Little League, everything is passion, everything is cry, everything is emotion. And they want to be like a Jose Reyes, they want to be a Derek Jeter. I don't like the baseball now, this baseball. Well, I love baseball no matter what. But I like the old-time style. And Little League, what can I say? Little League, for me, is the more special passion I'm feeling in my life. Little League is something special.
Passion, emotion, and a famous quote, all capturing the spirit of the game here. But in this field of dreams, it won't be long until these young ball players have a lot more to think about when they step up to the plate. David Coleman, CBC News, New York.